Now let us consider this problem, namely, how many unpaired electrons are present in chromium and copper. How many unpaired electrons are present in chromium and copper? Now already we have seen whenever an element approaches the middle of the series, it will prefer the just half filled configuration, which is said to be more stable. Therefore, in the case of chromium, we have the configuration 3d5 4s1. Please remember, already we have seen the energy difference between d and s electrons will be very, very small, and therefore there will be a slight adjustment in the electronic configuration of the elements. Strictly speaking, chromium should have the configuration 3d4 4s2, but 3d5 is just half filled arrangement, and so there is a slight adjustment in the configuration of chromium, and it will have 3d5 4s1 configuration instead of 3d4 4s2, because of the more stability of the just half filled configuration, which is preferred in the case of chromium. So its configuration will be 3d5 4s1. So we will have 5 plus 1 6 unpaired electrons. But if you have the configuration 3d4 4s2, 4s2 electrons will be paired, and so chromium will have only 4 unpaired electrons. But because of the fact that just half filled configuration is more stable, chromium will have the configuration, ground state configuration 3d5 4s1, which corresponds to the presence of 6 unpaired electrons. All right, consider copper. In the case of copper, again, D10 completely filled, D level is more stable. So in the case of copper, the ground state configuration is 3d10 4s1. All the 10 electrons, these are paired. No unpaired electron in D10, but in 4s1 there is only one electron which is unpaired. So one unpaired electron in the case of copper, whereas we have 5 plus 1 6 unpaired electrons in the case of chromium.